My name is Dave.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are the hosts of the 4-Star Sports Bar Review Podcast. We're going to do reviews on
wings,
sports
beer, chicken, pizza. Wings, beer, chicken, pizza.
Kev, do you mind if I, get back to the intro? And we're going to do reviews on... Okay, we're going to do reviews on sports bars.
Chicken.
All right, fuck it. You get it. We're going to be doing reviews on sports bars.
Wings, beer, chicken, and pizza.
And on top of wings, beers, chicken, and pizza, we're going to be doing local sports bars in the New England area. No major franchises, no Buffalo Wild Wings, no Arugas. Every other Monday on the B.S.N network, we're going to be grading sports bars from 0 to 4 stars on cost, quality, variety, service, and ambiance.
Wings, beer, chicken, pizza.
All right, welcome to the very first episode of the 4-Star Sports Bar Review Podcast. My name's Dave. I'm one-third of the nerds on the B.S.N network, and also I'm the host of Hashtag Dave Speaks, and I'm accompanied by the man who came up with the idea of the 4-Star Sports Bar Review Podcast. His name is...
Kevin.
There we go, Kevin. Just very flat.
Kevin.
Just Kevin, that's it.
The man, the myth, the legend, Kevin.
The genius behind the 4-Star Sports Bar Review Podcast. This is a traveling podcast. We're in the car right now. We're not driving and recording at the same time, obviously, but...
That would be illegal.
That would be illegal. That would be a distracted driver, and that's a case that I don't need. So, we did our very first stop for a sports bar. We did the Bow and Arrow in Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut. Second largest casino on the planet. And I don't know if that's true. It is, right?
I don't know if it's the second largest on the planet. I know Foxwoods is definitely number one.
Yeah. I think Mohegan's second, but I could be wrong. That doesn't matter.
That's neither here
nor there. And we were at the Bow and Arrow, which is right off the gaming floor. Have you been to Bow and Arrow before?
I've never been to Bow and Arrow. I've obviously been to Mohegan quite a few times.
Right.
But no, never Bow and Arrow. Everyone's been telling me to go, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. So
first experience.
You liked it, yeah?
Yeah.
Even though we had those friggin' Dolphins fans behind us.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on Dolphins fans.
They're so dumb, and they're so dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was bad. So I guess we can jump right into this here. We're gonna go with the very first thing, the first score. So here's how this works. Since it's our first time doing it, we'll explain it the first few times, and then.
Then you just got to catch up.
Then you just got to catch up.
You got to fend for yourself.
Yeah, you got to figure it out at some point. It's a dog-eat-dog world. We're going to review sports bars on 5 different categories. The 5 categories are cost, quality, service, environment, and variety. We're going to grade them from 0 to 4 stars. Of course, we include decimal points, so you can do like 2.7 stars if you wanted. And then we add up the numbers at the end that we've given all 5 categories, and then we divide it by 5, and that's your overall score for the sports bar. So,
genius.
Right. It's a good idea.
Genius.
It's a really good idea. So, let's get right into it first. I think that one of the most important things that I look for when going out to a sports bar is the cost. What did you think of the cost, the affordability of the Bow and Arrow sports bar?
It wasn't bad. The drinks are a little pricey on there. I'm a hard cider guy, as you know.
Yeah.
$7 for a Crispin.
That's
for
steep.
A tiny ass Crispin.
Yeah, for a little just
$7.
12-ounce bottle.
But other than that, like the draft beers were what, $2 a pop?
$2 a pop. So if you're there,
that's cheap.
Right. If you're there getting some Coors Lights, Miller Lights, your typical football beer, $2 a beer ain't bad.
Not bad at all. I don't know. I'm going to say, you want me to give my rating already?
Yeah, grade it up.
All right, I'm going to say, well, because I was drinking the hard cider, obviously that's going to play a role into my grading, but I'm going to give them an even 2 stars. Even 2 stars
now,
for the
are you counting the food in, too? Like, because there's the 50-cent wings.
The 50, yeah, that's good. We ended up getting, what, 24 wings?
We got 24 wings. So here's how we did it, right? We had 24 wings, 12 each. Even though I think I snuck 13 in think I got.
Bastard.
I think I got 13.
Knew I was missing.
Yeah, you're missing one.
I knew it.
So yeah, we got 24 wings. I got 2 beers.
Can't trust this man.
Can't trust them. So what we did was split everything basically right down the middle. So they have these Philadelphia cheesesteak egg rolls, right? Which we'll get
were
into.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really good. $7, you get 2 of them, which seems steep, but they're pretty packed. Like they're a hefty egg roll.
Yeah, they're a heavy egg roll.
Yeah, really heavy. So I think like if you had 2 just by yourself, that'll last you
Yeah.
for a while. You'd feel.
You get 2 of them, decent size, and it comes with this Chipotle ketchup.
Yeah.
Which definitely made it.
It looks just like ketchup.
But it's Chipotle.
But it's Chipotle ketchup, and you can taste the difference.
Absolutely.
So we got those. So we each had an egg roll. We each had 12 wings, and then we each had 2 drinks. I had 13. Okay, all right.
Never forget.
Duly noted. So we split 24 wings. We'll call it that. And we each had 2 beers. Now his beer was more expensive. I was sticking with the $2 domestics. He was getting the $7 Crispins. So I paid $13.50 for 12 wings, 1 Philly cheesesteak egg roll, and 2 beers.
Right.
$13.50, not bad. Kev walked out of there paying $23.50.
Plus tip.
Plus tip, right, yeah. Being that he got 2 Crispins, 12 wings, and even $23.50 for half an app, 12 wings, and 2 beers.
When you put it that way, it's not that bad. I thought we were going on the alcohol first, but yeah,
I'd say the cost should be the total.
Total?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna have to change it.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm gonna give him a 2.8.
2.8?
A 2.8.
2.8.
Which that's not to be laughed at.
That's not to be. No.
It's good.
That's basically if you're doing 1 to 5 stars, that'd be a 3.8.
Yeah.
But we're doing 0 to 4 because this is the 4-star Sports Bar Review podcast,
not the 5-star.
Exclusively on the B.S.N network. 2.8. I'm close. I'm gonna go 3.1. Because what I paid today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're drinking your draft beers,
right.
I would absolutely go with that score. That's a good score.
I'm a hard cider guy myself. I just couldn't ante up. I couldn't pony up.
Show me the money.
Yeah, I wasn't going to pony up $7 a beverage. So that's why they don't get 4 stars from me. But, I was able to pound down a couple Coors Lights, 2 beers, 12 wings, 13 wings. Philly.
You sound like Stone Cold right now.
Yeah, 1 beer. I had 2 beers. I had 3 beers. And then I had the Philly cheesesteak egg roll, $13.50.
Not bad at all.
In and out of there. We were there for 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and I was good. I'm good now. I'm hammered drunk. I'm just kidding.
The 2-beer queer over here.
2 beers. I am toasty. No, but we got a couple beers in, some good food. I'm full. I don't feel hungry. You know what I mean?
I was actually full after the wings.
Yeah, the wings.
Can we talk about the wings?
Wings were legit. All right, yeah. So let me throw the 3.2 down. 3.2 on the books for cost. You have 2.8. Mm-hmm. So now we'll go right into quality. Right.
The food there. Everyone has told me to try this place, Bow and Arrow, and when they talk about this place, they talk about the wings, and it did not disappoint at all. The wings are breaded perfectly in. The outside of the wing, the breading is crispy when you bite into it. The chicken's moist. It was just...
It's tender as shit.
Perfectly coated with whatever topping that you wanted to choose.
Except for the jerk rubbin.
Yeah, that was the only one out of the 4. What did we have? We had buffalo.
We had
garlic parmesan.
Jerk rubbin, and then the bacon cheddar.
Which was the wing of the month.
Wing of the month. Yeah, the bacon cheddar, which is really good. If you get a chance to stop down in October, go get that bacon cheddar wing. That was good. It was good. It's almost like it was cooked in bacon grease. There wasn't actual bacon on the wing.
No bacon at all on the wing.
There was some sort of like bacon
definitely
flavor.
The bacon flavor shined through.
Yeah,
yep.
And then it's got just the perfect amount of like sprayed on cheddar cheese whiz, kinda. It's what it felt like to me, but it was good.
It was very good.
Really good. The wings were awesome.
But if you go, I wouldn't recommend the jerk. It just very bland. Like a plain wing.
Yeah. And it was good. Like again, to the quality of the chicken wing itself, that even the jerk rubbin didn't taste a lot like jerk dry rub on there or anything. Right. But it was still a good wing. Like it was still crispy. Like you said, the batter is just awesome. Good. Yeah, really, really good. But yeah, the flavor was lacking on the jerk rubbin.
Even though with that, it's that was hands down the best wings I've ever had. To be honest,
really?
I've never had wings like that.
Started off early. I like it.
Yeah,
All right.
well, it's going to be hard to top those
all
wings,
future sports bars. You're up against it. You're on the clock.
And I've had my fair share of wings in
right?
my day.
Yeah, we love
I'm
wings.
31 years old. I've had my wings.
We do wings. We do wings here.
They were good, very good.
So, what would you give it for a score? Quality.
Quality, I'm going up there with this one. I'm going to say a 3.5 for quality.
3.5. Oh yeah, I like it. What'd you think of the Philly cheesesteak egg roll?
Delicious. Everything.
Really good.
Well, everything I tried. Well, obviously those are the only two items I've tried. Wings and the egg roll. Very good. No complaints at all. Perfectly cooked.
I think I might be a little bit of a easier scorer than you because I think I'm going 3.7.
3.7.
3.7. The food's just awesome.
It's just I have to be completely blown away with something to go that high.
Well, you said it's the best wings you've ever had in your life.
Yes, best wings. But the egg roll, don't get me wrong, the egg roll was phenomenal. But I feel like I can find a better egg roll out there.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll find it. We'll see if we can find it. We'll see if we can find it. We're also going to, for all the first-time listeners, which would be all of you, because this is the first time we're doing an episode. Right. We're going to always order 6 buffalo wings. And just kind of run them up against the wall and see how they stick. Right, yeah. So sort of like David Portnoy always, the pizza reviews on Barstool Sports.
Can we bring that up?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm scared to bring that, man.
Yeah. I'm not testing them. I'm just saying. That the way that he does the golden slice, they always get a cheese pizza from everywhere. No, they don't do toppings, nothing. I think just a buffalo wing will be our staple.
I think that's smart because everyone knows what a slice of cheese pizza tastes like.
Right.
So everyone's going to know what buffalo tastes like.
Because there's like different pepperoni, there's different sauces, you know what I mean? So,
right, just like you can get a mango habanero wing.
Right.
Maybe someone doesn't know what the hell that tastes like. So.
Right. So yeah, just a buffalo wing, straight up and down. I thought we were going to see a car accident right here. We're here in the parking lot, just watching people drive reckless around here. Yeah, so the buffalo wings for me, actually, and specifically the buffalo wings, had that really good tangy buffalo flavor, too. Mm-hmm. Like that type that, like, yeah, I don't know if this happens to everybody. Maybe it's just me. But, when you go to, like, eat a buffalo wing or something hot, like hot coated like that, you take that breath in, like, before you bite.
And then burns your throat.
And it burns your throat. Like every time you do that soft cough.
Eyes start watering, just like, nose starts pouring.
Exactly. You just do that soft cough right before you chew. Then you try to. And then, yeah, that's me almost every time. And that buffalo was so tangy, so potent. It wasn't too hot. It definitely had enough flavor. I'm sticking with my 3.7 on the quality.
It's a good score.
I liked it. I really liked it. Now let's get to the service.
Service wasn't bad.
It was decent.
Yeah, it was okay. It was decent.
It was decent. Service for me was really good up until the end. Mm-hmm. Like, for how many, like, so we talked about it. There's only 2 waitresses on, there's probably 40 tables or whatever, like, in that whole place. Maybe 40 is an overstatement, I don't know, but it's a pretty big dining room for 2 waitresses.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
We were kind of commenting on, if the service is bad, we don't necessarily want to shit on the service itself. It just seems like the staffing was more of an issue. But with the service itself, I thought that the lady actually was pretty good. We never waited for a refill. She came over and checked on us a couple times. You know what I mean? Like every time we needed something, she seemed to poke up or pop up right around the time that we're thinking about getting more food or a refill, whatever. But then when it came to getting the check,
that was a little bit of a hassle.
Took quite the debacle. Yeah. And
for me though,
you're a server.
I'm a server, right. So I tend to be more lenient with other servers,
right?
Only because I know what they go through, and I know that there's times that I have 6, 7 tables, and it's hard to get to everyone on time. It's hard to check everyone's stuff on time.
Well, then quit. I'm just kidding.
I'm putting in my 2-week notice right now. No, but it's really tough. So, like I said, I tend to be more lenient with that.
Yeah.
But I think our server was good.
I thought it was good.
I mean, she wasn't bad. She was always, I wouldn't say on top of our stuff, but I mean, for a server to have over 20 tables, it looked like
that's what it felt like.
Rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
a tough situation. So I'll shoot first here. I'm gonna go like 2.9.
2.9 for service.
2.9 for service.
I'm gonna give them 3.1 for service.
3.1. All right.
Only because I gotta look out for my peeps.
Yeah. All right. So you got their back. That's fine. Let's get into the environment.
You want me to go for the environment?
Go
first?
for the environment. You can kind of give a backdrop as to what the place is like.
All right. So you walk into the casino. It's your standard casino environment. There's the smell of distant cigarette smoke in the air. You can hear all the bling, 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 all the machines going off, and then you walk into this bow and arrow heaven. It looked like this big sign with a big arrow pointing your way, and then the carpet changes, and it's like your own little walkway.
Yeah.
You're splitting in between slot machines, and then you can see all the screens.
Right.
And it's weird because I don't know how they do it. There's probably an easy answer for this. I just don't know how they do it. They link all the screens together to make it one big screen.
One big screen. I've seen other bars do that, and I've always wondered the same thing. Like, how do they?
I wonder if it's like Bluetooth or I don't know. I don't know how they do
There's
it.
got to
But
be some way to do it. I don't know.
did we count how many individual TVs there were?
I believe there's a what was it, like 4x4, right? And then a 4x5. So there's like 16, 20. That middle section I think is 4x5.
Yeah. Yep.
And then there's another 4x4. So there's like 16, 16, that's 32 plus 20, 52, and then the 4 on the side. So I think you're looking at about 56 televisions, though they grid a lot of them. So like...
Plus there's ones on the walls, too.
Right.
That were like on the sides.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, there's like the 4 there, and I think there may have been another section of 4 also.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like easily 50 plus televisions. But it's not like 50 different things. Like... So the big screen in the middle, which is 4x5, which is 20 screens,
together and
is
made
one
it one
TV.
screen.
Right, yeah. So, which isn't a knock. It's dope because they have this huge 4x5 television screen. They're probably all like 32-inch TVs or something like that, and then just into some massive screen.
I don't know. I think they were a little bigger than 32.
They might have been 32, yeah. Or maybe a little bigger, yeah, I don't know.
What's
40?
the next size up?
And you can get like a 37.
37s. It might have been 37s, right around there. But,
Yeah.
But the environment was cool. I mean, you walk in, you seat yourself, first off. It's first come, first serve. And anyone that's going to this place, definitely make sure you get there at least like an hour and a half before game time.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, first come, first serve. And I can't tell you how many people were coming up and asking for our chairs, asking for other people's chairs around them. And it was kind of chaos for a little bit. People looking for chairs, and
it's chaotic. There's definitely not enough seating area for how many people that go. The slot machines right around the outskirts of the restaurant become like viewing areas. Like people just sit in the slot machines. They're not playing slots. They turn the chairs around. They're watching the TVs right there.
Right.
So it's sort of like the nosebleeds of the bar, whatever. But that was a problem for me. I feel like that the seating situation is not enough. For us, it wasn't a problem, but you're watching all these people come up, and like you said, I mean, all the tables are basically 4 chairs to a table, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just Kevin and I, so we're 2 people at a four top, and then they're like, hey, can we take your chairs, or do you mind if we sit with you? And all types of weird stuff. It's just like, I'm not sharing my table with a stranger, man. Like, that's crazy.
We had some guy that was
just trying
a little
to eat.
upset. He was just trying to eat.
I'm just trying to eat. This poor gentleman was informed that he had to be sitting somewhere in order to order food, and he couldn't wrap his mind around that.
That makes sense, because what are they going to hand you your meal, and you're just going to walk off with it?
Walk off and
you don't have a table number that you're sitting at. You're just going to free meal it.
So he was pretty pissed about that, and then he came over. He was like, "Y'all mind if I sit with you?" And we're just like, "Ah, man, sorry." Like,
we have 2 people coming, which we did. We lied straight to that man's face.
That man did not eat because of us, but.
So if he's listening,
sorry
we apologize.
Yeah, sorry about that. I did advise that he take one of our chairs and add it to the end of the bar and try to sit at the bar, which promptly a bartender came over and said, "This is not a sitting area. You have to move the chair."
And that's when he threw the line. I'm just trying to eat.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just trying to sit with y'all. I just need something to eat. He was pretty upset. But environment for me also, there was a bartender. It struck my last nerve. He was a Giants fan, I think. He was wearing a Giants jersey, and I'm a Bradshaw jersey.
He was really cheering for those Jets,
He
though.
was-
I think he thought that he was a Jets fan.
Yeah, and that's every time he chanted, like, let go Jets go. I was like, you're wearing a Giants jersey. And he fucking bothered me, but you kind of made the point that you like it. You like the back and forth. It creates a semi-hostile sports environment, which is cool. It was really neat the way that like everyone clapped for the Pats games and stuff. Like, it kind of felt like you were at the game in a way. You know what I mean? It had a really cool cool ambience. All right.
I liked it.
Yeah. There's I don't know what the hell that is. It's like Grand Theft Auto going on here. Guys riding the Sanchez right through the parking lot here. No,
I like that atmosphere when you walk into a place and you can
feel the football.
Playfully bicker with other fans and stuff like that, which you definitely had your fair share of.
I did.
Today.
I have a tough time keeping my mouth shut.
I thought we were going to have to drag him out. I thought the very first episode of the 4-Star Sports Bar was going to be the very last episode of the 4-Star Sports Bar, because my friend Dave, I was going to have to bail him out of jail and just... How do you explain that to someone on your very first podcast?
Yeah, all right. Well, it's just Kev. Dave's in prison. I'm waiting to get the money to post his bail. No, so there was these Dolphins fans behind us, and it's not any fault of the bow and arrow. I don't want to blame the restaurant for this. And if anything, like you said, it creates a good football feel atmosphere.
And there were a lot of different fans there. We had Jets fans today. We had Giants fans. We had Dolphins. We had Redskins.
Yeah.
It was cool.
What was his name? Like Lieutenant Dan walked by. He had a Niners jersey on or Niners hat or something.
Lieutenant Dan, that guy, I'll tell you.
Jesus.
What did I nickname him?
I forgot.
Wasn't it like Fifi Bojiggles or something?
Fifi Bojiggles, yeah, that was him.
That man's mustache was touching his nipples.
That was the real deal.
That was a real deal mustache.
That was as legit as it comes. So, yeah, but the crowd was good. For the most part, it's kind of a mixed bag of people, both fans and different creeds, races, everything.
Just because I think that they have the football package there. There was every game playing
every game
on the separate screens.
Right, yeah.
But
so yeah, I thought the environment was good. The seating was a little tough. So with the seating situation, I'm gonna give it a give it like a 2.7.
2.7.
Yeah, kind of. I'm shooting a little low there.
2.7 for the atmosphere. I'm not with you on this one.
The seating's tough. You gotta get there.
Seating is tough, but like you gotta be an early bird if you want to have a good experience at this place. You got to get in there early. You got to claim your seats.
But we had our seats, and then we were bothered by people that.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean? For me, that's just a me thing.
For me, I'm not going to take off points for that because, like you just said, there's it's at no fault of the bow and arrow.
Well, if they had more seats.
Yeah, but how are they gonna? What are they gonna take out slots in a casino? I don't think they're ever gonna do that.
No.
But
That's a good point.
I'm gonna give them a 3.3 for atmosphere, for environment.
All right. So we're down to our last category here. You ready?
What is the last category?
It is variety.
Variety.
I'm just gonna shoot straight from the hip here. It gets a 1.6.
Yeah, variety. I'm right with you there. I'm gonna go 1.6 with you.
Yeah.
Variety. Their menu is
like 7
miniature.
items. Yeah, it's like 7 items long.
Their beer list miniature. They do have a full bar, so I mean you can basically get whatever cocktail you want. But for draft beers, there's very little to pick from. Hard ciders, which I like. I was really hoping that they had Down East. That's one of my favorite ciders.
Even an Angry Orchard on draft would have done.
Even Angry Orchard. I mean, I don't really drink those that much anymore, but I mean, it would have been good to have a variety of different types of beers.
Right.
Which they really didn't have.
They had probably like 11 draft lines.
If that.
And it was like Miller High Life, Coors Light, Coors Banquet, Bud Light. And then they had like their what do they call it, like craft domestics or craft drafts or whatever.
It was basically your generic brands that you can find anywhere.
Yeah, your Lion and Kugel, your Sam Seasons, or it's all the same typical bar. Really like what do they have at Applebee's?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's what they had there.
Yeah. I'm right with you with a 1.6.
All right, so we'll call it both a 1.6. All right. You want to you got any final thoughts about the place while I add it up here?
Overall, I mean, it is a cool experience, a cool place to go to. Lots of TVs. The fan atmosphere is great. I really enjoyed my first experience there, and I would definitely recommend it to other people, and I would absolutely go back. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, I would. I've been there a couple times before, for different things. Like I did some meet and greets there with some people. I was doing the meeting, not the greeting, and yeah, it's really cool. It's a cool environment. I think, yeah, I mean, I like it. It was a good It was a good one to start with. I think it's a real sports bar. Like there's no doubt about it. Like because we've talked a lot about what defines a sports bar. Is it one that plays sports at the bar and that's it, or is there wing specials? Is there football specials? So
I think it's got to be a healthy dose of everything combined.
Yeah. And this one definitely provides a sports bar in its entirety. We're very close here. So we doing just one decimal point for a final score?
Yeah.
Just one. And so you want to round up the second?
Yeah,
one?
Round up.
And round up, round down. All right. So
actually, no. Give it to him straight. Whatever it came out with.
All right. So
if we have to fill out a tip of a star, we'll give him one tip of a star.
One tip of a star. Kevin, you scored the bow and arrow. What do you think you gave it as
altogether?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Oh man. I'm going to say a 2.8.
That's real close. You gave it a 2.86.
I'm right on the money.
You're right on the money.
I didn't even see it. Right on the money.
You didn't even see it. 2.86, and I gave it a 2.82.
Wow.
So we were right there.
So basically 2.8.
2.8.
2.8 stars out of 4.
Yep. Which isn't bad.
Not bad at all. Our first.
You think about any movie, if they were like 0 to 5 stars, 3.8. You know what I mean? That's good. It's almost 4 stars. But here, it's almost 3 stars out of our 0 to 4 star sports bar review. Do you have any preferences to where we go next?
I was actually just going to bring that up. I was thinking...
Dan's Place, let me guess.
Look, you have some gripe with Dan's Place.
I called Dan's Place and I asked them. You were on the phone.
By the way, this is in Rhode Island off exit 5B. Awesome place. It's in a huge barn. The only thing it lacks really is TVs. But their food is phenomenal.
I believe the food's good. We're not in the business of going to restaurants.
Their beer is phenomenal.
Okay, their beer is phenomenal?
Well, I don't like beer, but I mean like their variety.
Okay, all right. Maybe we'll work our way down to Dan's Place at some point. Maybe.
You ruined it. I don't even want to go there.
The thing is that Kevin was telling me it's a sports bar, and I said, how many TVs do they have? He said, well, they got one big giant one. And I was like, one TV, they get no stars. Like, they automatically get no stars.
No,
and we three-way called them.
What, 4?
I think it was like 4, yeah.
4 TVs.
So we three-way called them, and the lady picked up the phone, and she says, Dan's Place. And I said, hey, do you consider yourself a sports bar? And she's like, oh, no. And I was like, okay.
And I was dead in the water right there.
Yeah, that was it.
Sunk.
That was it. So maybe at some point we'll do Dan's Place. We'll have to check it out.
But I was going to bring up, I think that maybe we should, on our website, if you want to check that out, the 4-star sports bar review, put up a poll and see what the people want.
Yeah.
For our next one.
Yeah, we can do that. We did that on the B.S.N network to get our first one going. The fucked up thing is that on the pages on Facebook, you can't do a poll. It has to be a group.
Yeah. So you're going to have to find us on Twitter.
You can find us on Twitter, or the B.S.N network could post the poll, and they could share it onto our thing.
Either or.
That should work.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. That doesn't fit. So I would say that's about it, right?
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No.
Good?
Like I said, overall, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it. Bow and arrow. It's a very, very good food. It's pretty cheap. Just don't go looking to buy Not Your Father's root beers and Crispins because they're $7 a bottle. So that's insane. But other than that, get your Coors Light on, get your Miller Light on,
$2 $2 drafts.
50-cent wings.
All day, every day, too.
All day, every day. And domestic drafts every day, $2.
Every day, yep.
So they don't do like football specials. They just do sports bar prices all the time. And everything's like finger food. They offer like an $8 pizza for a 10-inch pizza, which isn't bad.
Not bad at all.
Nachos for like $7, $7 or $8. Plate of nachos, we didn't get those. Then, like I said, the Philly cheesesteak rolls are $7. They had a couple other things there.
Wings, beer, chicken, pizza.
Wings, beer, chicken, pizza. They had it all. So, yeah, I would say that's about it. And, Gavin, I'll talk to you again in 2 weeks, huh?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.